Did you know that there was an actual Egyptian pharaoh named King Tut? Well, not Tut. His name was actually Thutmose, but everyone just called him Tut for short. And he was one of the most famous rulers in ancient Egypt, despite the fact that he died at age 19. Tut's story began long before he became pharaoh. You see, his father, King Ahmose, had a problem. He had a lot of enemies. When he took the throne, Egypt was in chaos. There were invaders from Asia and Nubia who refused to leave. So King Ahmose set out to drive them back. And he did, winning battles all over Egypt and Nubia. But then he turned around and did it again. And he did it again. And he kept doing it until he was almost kicked out of office. It was during this time that King Ahmose met a Nubian woman named Tetishri. She was the daughter of the king of Nubia, and she became the new queen of Egypt after her father was defeated by King Ahmose. Now, Queen Tai wasn't just a pretty face. She was a badass queen who led armies into battle alongside her husband. Together, they defeated the invaders and brought peace to Egypt. But soon after, King Ahmose had another problem. His wife, Queen Tai, was in a bad way. The doctors said she wasn't going to have any more children. This was bad because in those days, the pharaoh had to have a son to carry on his bloodline. If he didn't have a male heir, his sister would take the throne when he died. And that's what happened. King Ahmose died and his sister became the new ruler of Egypt. But here's the thing. Queen Tai was actually pregnant at the time of the king's death, and she gave birth to a baby boy just a few months later. That child was King Tut. Now, since Tut was born after his father died, he wasn't technically in line for the throne. But his mother, Queen Tai, was determined to make him pharaoh. She raised Tut to be a strong leader and made sure he got the best education possible. When Tut was 13, his mother stepped down and made him ruler of Egypt. It was quite the coronation. There were parades, parties, and a whole lot of gold, but Tut's reign was short-lived. He died at age 19, probably from a combination of malaria and a broken leg. After Tut's death, his advisors tried to keep his tomb a secret. They didn't want other countries to know that he was dead because they were afraid of a foreign invasion. But we know about Tut today because of a British archaeologist named Howard Carter. He discovered Tut's tomb in 1922 and the world has been fascinated with the boy king ever since. Thanks for watching.